new plastics that are being created, if we just focus on plastics as the example, it's a lot cheaper to create new plastics than it is to, as you were saying, go through that entire chain to create that recycled plastic to then go back into the economy, right? It's significantly cheaper to just create new plastics all the time.
Historically, yes, but now with automation, we can get there. We can compete. Like, yeah, it's been cheap, but plastics price is a petroleum-based product, so it will vary with the price of petroleum. So obviously, if the economy is deflated and the price of petroleum is low, then the resins are more affordable. So yeah, it's true that it creates a larger gap. So this gap between virgin resin and recycled resin or post-consumer recycled product like plastics, sometimes it varies with the economy. But generally, if we are in a stable, growing economy, this gap is getting less and less as the recycling world is automating and organizing. You have to understand that we also have to understand that most of the products we consume come from China.
Right.
So China is a large consumer of plastics because they make all the goods we use, most of the goods we use. So the recycling material was getting from here and to China to be resorted, and this all sort of reconditioning. So for many years, almost the entire lifespan of recycling. Since we started recycling, most of the product has gone, most of the recycled product has actually gone to China to be resorted and then reused into products that we buy back here. So now that we automated, now what happened is in China in 2018, China decided that they don't want to use the waste that we produce here, and that they will manage on their own and call it the China Sword or the Green Fence, or there's several. But then they stopped buying all the recycled products that we had.
Right.
And we actually built the whole infrastructure for recycling in North America and Europe were basically assuming that the Chinese would take this material at this level of quality. So our recycling centers were never built to deliver high quality recycled product. There's a lot of commingled plastics and all this. And that, what it does is actually, when they decided not to buy it anymore, we all got stuck with recycled plastic of poor quality, and our recycling centers were not set to make quality. We're not designed to deliver high quality. And for us to actually be able to reuse this plastic locally, it needs to be of high quality, because we don't have money to resort it again. Because if we resort it again for quality, then you're right, the price between virgin resin and recycled resin is so large that it doesn't make sense anymore. The Chinese were able to do it because of cheap labor and maybe some environmental get away with that allowed them to have a cheaper access to recycled plastics. Here we don't have that yet. So now that we're stuck with the problem, now everybody's looking at efficiency within the recycling center, automating in the recycling center, and also where the downstream, where the recyclers are, where they actually are making these new flakes and these new recyclable plastics.
Okay.